I don't know about you guys, but when I'm flicking through Twitch, I sometimes get the feeling of wanting to jump off a cliff because so many people have diabolically horrendous UIs. Some people are using the default UI like some heathen caveman. Some people are using a version of LVUI that looks like the kind of UI that they give to alpha game testers when testing some kind of new game. It's that bad. Or the UI just doesn't even look like they're playing World of Warcraft anymore. But guys, you don't have to have a crap UI. Today that ends. I think there's a few things that are important when it comes to designing UI. Keep it simple and clean so you can actually see what you're doing. Keep it symmetrical and actually make it look like you're still playing classic World of Warcraft. So, step 1, let's set up the action bars. A lot of people have been asking me on my stream how I still get the cool Blizzard art pack without it obviously taking up too much space on the screen. Well, this is actually quite simple. So you type /BT for bartender, you go to the art pack, and there is actually a little option in the general settings to just make it 1 bar only rather than 2 bars like this. And you can actually change it to lions if you want that instead of griffins. And you want this dead center in your screen so that you can model the rest of your interface around this central position. I you not, what I've actually done is got a tape measure out and put it on my screen to precisely put bartender in the middle of my screen. And then I set up my unit frames in line with the lion's tails. The UI I'm using, by the way, is SUI. It's great because it maintains that classic feel and you do get class icons on the unit frames, which is obviously very useful in PvP. It's also very easy to move around and it has a great cast bar. But most importantly, it maintains that vanilla World of Warcraft vibe. You're probably also wondering how on earth did I get my UI to change colour? Well, this is an optional extra, you don't have to do this. Obviously because I'm playing a Warlock at the minute, I've decided to go for a nice dark purple. But with this add-on called Dark Mode, you can change it to whatever colour you want, but you can also obviously have a nice black colour for your backgrounds. So as you can see, you can make your interface have this nice dark vibe if that's something that you want, but you can change it to whatever colour you want. It will also change the colour of your quest log. Now if you want a really cool map like mine, all you gotta do is get a sexy map and use the preset that is called Diablo. There's also plenty of other options in here, the faded square one is also quite nice. You can also change this to whatever colour that you desire. Now if you want the little micro bar that I have at the bottom right hand of my screen, all you got to do is get bartender, that's what the actual buttons are, but then for the background you want KG panels. So let me show you how this works. Here you can make as many interface panels as your heart desires. So let me show you how that works. And here you can resize it and customize it to whatever you want. Here you can customize the textures that you want from the default Blizzard UI, and then obviously the borders. By the way, I'm going to be exporting all of my add-on settings for you to import into your game. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and check out my subscriber only guide. Probably also wondering how I get all of my add-on buttons in one neat location. I just use the add-on hiding bar and copy the look that I created in KG panels. You will have to come into the game menu to edit this one. And I actually totally just hide the bar, so it just appears when my mouse is in this location. To get your details window looking cool, it's very simple. Just go to this area here where you can create some wallpapers. There's actually plenty to choose from, you don't have to go for this one. I also like a very clean Titan panel. I don't actually like having the bar because it just doesn't look good on your screen, but you can actually change the opacity of the bar so that you just see the little buttons instead. You just go to the transparency window and obviously just turn it down. And obviously you can have it on the bottom if you prefer to have it on the bottom. To get my chat looking like it does, it's actually really easy. You don't actually need an add-on for it at all. You just go to the background setting, but make sure this little slider is turned up full so you can actually see the color, and then you can put it on whatever background you want. You can have it black like this also to make the chat way clearer. If you want a really clean way to switch between different tracking abilities, like obviously sense demons, or you can track mining nodes, get the add-on tracking eye, and it basically has it like it is on retail. This little button here is called Handy Notes, and it will basically track anything else like profession trainers, repair vendors, ammo vendors, and it will even actually show special rare vendors. If you want a wider quest log like this, I guarantee you already have this add-on. It's actually Elatrix Plus, and you just go to the button here, Enhance Quest Log, and then show Wowhead links if you want the Wowhead links to appear here. Now, if you want a character menu with these cool backgrounds and obviously way more detailed character information, you want Deja Character Stats Classic. It now also supports runes, so you can quickly switch between them on here. And another thing I really like about it is how I can enable or disable my helm and cloak from the character menu. Let me show you this in action. So there you go, now I can see my cloak. You can also get another character menu add-on called Narcissus, but honestly this really is just more of a showing off add-on. It's obviously pretty cool for taking screenshots. It does actually have an entire interface for taking screenshots of your character model. Anyway guys, that was my guide to having a Y that doesn't suck. My name is Metagoblins, in the next video, ciao.